point here, talking about Disney. We all love Disney. If you don't love Disney, you picked a really bad day to come to County Bar. No, I personally love Disney. You know, I love the films. I've got my Yoda socks on right now. You know, Kingdom Hearts and everything, you know. Thank you, yes, it's an appropriate response. But yeah, growing up though, you know, I'm maturing more. I start to think more about the films. You know, maybe the films aren't all there is to the story. You know, there's a lot more depth to it, really. So let's talk about Monsters Inc. We all know Monsters Inc., don't we? We've all seen Monsters Inc. Yeah, of course we have. We all know the basic premise. You know, the monsters scare the kids scream turn into energy powers entire society. But what did they do before they had the children's screams? Because conceivably, and most likely, there was a time where they didn't have the children's screams. Because they wouldn't have had the doors to go to the children, because they wouldn't have had the energy, because they didn't have the children's screams. So they needed the doors to get to the screams, so they needed the doors first, and they're not necessarily technologically advanced right at the start of their existence in order to make the doors, in order to get the energy. So what's up with that? I mean, no, like seriously, like it's just weird because I mean, like the film purports it that it's a primary source of energy and it's extremely effective. So was there a monster equivalent of Thomas Edison just going about with a bunch of light bulbs and just screaming at them to see what happened? Did that just spread to the rest of monster society? Like, oh, excuse me, hold the door, please. Oh, thank you. Another thing which always confused me when I was younger was that the monsters were so terrified of the children, which confused me because they literally called themselves monsters. But then, you know, growing up again, like, you reflect on these things, and I've realized that to the monsters, children are just a physical embodiment of pure energy. Extremely dangerous, extremely volatile, please do not touch, you will die. Which makes you think about the wider geopolitical implications of this on the monster society. I mean, instead of nuclear weapons, they just kidnap toddlers and threaten to throw them at each other. That's pretty weird, isn't it? But you can't just think about what happens before the films, you have to think about what happens after the films, after Happily Ever After. I think a better example to talk about this would be The Little Mermaid, because it's really quite disturbing. And I don't just mean because a 16-year-old girl runs away, gets plastic surgery in order to hang out with the boy she met for 4 minutes on a boat. No, I mean that Atlantica being the mermaid kingdom in the film, is eventually going to develop into a North Korea-esque rogue state that will eventually invade and successfully conquer the land, thus commanding the entire world. You're probably, you guys, I see, you're very confused, you're like, well, Patrick, vote. It's a bit weird, isn't it? You've been at those like cigars that Cat Girl has in Alice in Wonderland? You wave with the fairies? No, okay. At the end of the film, yeah, sure. Things are fine, things are okay. Things change. And not necessarily for the better. Because King Triton's alright, you know? He lets his daughter marry Prince Eric and everything like that. But that's really all the exposure we get to mermaid society. We don't know anything else about mermaid society because that Ariel doesn't like it and wants to leave. And that's presumably just because she wants to have sex with an actual penis. I mean, mermaid sex is very weird. It's just... And I mean, instead of a fishtail, they've then become a pufferfish for 9 months, and it's quite weird. Yes, it is. But yeah, I mean, King Triton's like perfectly fine with this. He's perfectly okay with all of this. But you know, the secrecy of that society makes us wonder: what if it's open to various extreme political parties? What if they could be taken over by very crazy people? A new monarch has to come in eventually. What if he's more aggressive? What if he's more assertive? What if he wants to expand his empire? It's a small world after all. And considering he would already own all the ocean, the only place to really expand to would be the land, i.e. where we live. It's a little bit concerning. But, I mean, even if all these things did happen, they would need a proper reason to invade the land, wouldn't they? They'd need a proper reason, you know? But they would have a proper reason. They have one right now. I've got one word for you. Pollution. Yeah, exactly. I mean, take this example, okay? If your friend came to your house and started literally dumping their trash everywhere, pouring drinks over the rug and the sofa, taking a literal shit on your front doorstep, you would understandably be pretty annoyed, be pretty angry, you'd be a bit pissed off, you'd want to do something about it, you want retribution, you want action. And they do too. But of course, by this point, human society has developed in a way that it will be able to defend itself. It's got advanced military hardware, it's got nuclear weapons. Okay, yeah, got trident. Thank you. But who needs trident when you've got an actual trident which has immeasurable magical power and grants you command over all of the 7 seas and everything within them? That's what's going to win the war for them. They've got literal magic. Okay, the mermaids aren't just bound to the land, to the water. Sorry, they can't get on the land because King Trident could just give them legs. And even if it didn't want legs, we've seen Little Mermaid 2, underrated film by the way, that you can supersize animals. And I don't know about you, but a giant crab armored personnel carrier does sound to me very, very disturbing. So yeah, Atlantic is going to take over the world. That's a live action Disney film that I want to see. Not like any of the other rubbish. Yeah, it's rubbish. You know they're going to make a live action Winnie the Pooh movie? Yeah, that reaction exactly. That reaction right there is kind of like, I don't know about that. Oh, I don't know. A little bit of confusion, skepticism, maybe a bit of disgust. I felt exactly the same way not long ago. But then I reflected upon this, and I thought, actually, this is a really good opportunity for some real character development here. So let's face it, we need to talk about the characters in Winnie the Pooh. We need to talk about Eeyore's depression. Eeyore is extremely depressed. It's really concerning. He's completely unengaged with everything that goes on around him, completely unmotivated to get involved, apathetic towards himself, life in general, and those around him. The gang, like on a weekly basis, destroy his house, and he's just there like, oh, well, I guess I'll just make another one. It's not a healthy attitude to have, is it? The only thing which makes him elicit any kind of emotional response is when he loses his tail. And that's not like panic or stress, it just finally gives him something to do. But obviously it's not just Eeyore, you've got to talk about the other characters. Rabbit, extreme OCD. Piglet, extreme anxiety and confidence issues. Piglet is a member of your friendship group. Doesn't have any endearing characteristics which endears him or her to the rest of the group. He's just kind of there, extremely shy. He just tags along because he wants to have friends, but he doesn't have the skills to get them. So basically me in secondary school. So yeah, Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear's in the early stages of dementia, really, because think about it, he's extremely forgetful. He forgets to not wear clothes. He's a bear. He doesn't need to wear clothes. He's got tough. He doesn't need it. It's okay if he's naked. And then you got Owl as well. Owl, no actual mental disorder there. He's just a bit of a dick. Okay. The gang always go to him for his sagacious wisdom and his great advice. Okay, but he just chats mad shit all the time. And if you bullshit that often and to that degree, you're clearly doing it on purpose. So all he's really doing is manipulating a bunch of people with serious mental disorders, and that's not okay. A few of you might also be wondering, is he going to talk about Rue? Is he going to talk about how Rue has daddy issues because Rue's dad isn't in the film or anything? Well, I say to you, why can't Kanga just be a strong, independent female figure who's able to raise a child by herself to a very successful degree, probably more successful than both of your parents did? Yeah! Wait, no, hold on. So a feminist message in a Disney property from before the 1990s. Okay, clearly I've misunderstood what was happening there. Yes, that's clearly wrong. That's clearly wrong. Although, getting real for a second, I didn't realise that Kanga and Rue made Kangaroo till I was 12 and year 8, and it literally changed my entire worldview. But that fact does make you think what they would even call Rue's dad if he wasn't Winnie the Pooh, like a kangaroo, kangaroos. A. Milne really shot himself in the foot with that one, didn't he? But now we're on the stop. We go to my favourite character, my personal favourite character. We go to Tigger. Tigger's a very interesting character. On the surface, he's very hyperactive. Maybe you can assume that he's got ADHD, but no, it goes deeper. It goes deeper than that. It's got levels to this. Because Tigger is struggling with a very serious existential question. I think we're all familiar with the common adage, the most wonderful thing about Tigers is I'm the only one. He's the only Tigger! How do you deal with that? That's insane! That's crazy! When he dies, that's it. No more Tigger. That's it. To be fair, in the Tigger movie, we do get a bit of headway there. You know, Tigger realizes that his friends can be like his family, but that's still not okay because he's still the only Tigger. That's immense psychological damage a baggage that he's got going on there. This is a serious thing because one day he's going to die. There's going to be no meaning to it, no purpose. He'll be dead, and that'll be the end of the Tiggers. And eventually, he'll just be forgotten and dead and forgotten, and no one else will be there. Kind of like everyone and me. Okay. How do you deal with that? Oh well. What I suppose we could do is just do what Tigger does. And act really weird. Bounce about a bit. Steal people's property. And laugh. Do you want to come help build my house? I've got no one else. My friends are arseholes. That's it from me for my stand-up. Thank you very much.
Patrick Burton. Taking down the peg. Alright. Yeah, some of you might have already just found out. My name is actually Patrick. Call my name. It's great, isn't it? No, how are we all doing? We all alright? I'm up here, I'm doing comedy, I like the comedy, I also like the poetry. So if you don't laugh at something I say, it's actually a poem, it's not a joke. Speaking of which, I've actually written a poem in honor of roses. Don't know if you know roses this weekend, might have slipped your mind. But I've written a poem, we all know that original poem though from the Renaissance, I think it was. Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you? Yeah? I can't understand that. Yeah, love is beautiful, isn't it? Well, let's just get to that, alright? Roses are red, but violets, they're blue. Except they're not, because we already call them violets, and that just seems a bit ridiculous to say that something is blue when you've already named it a colour that is violet, which seems more purple than blue, which is a different thing, because if you look at the rainbow, there's different colours on the rainbow, and blue and purple, they don't overlap. It's a bit ridiculous. You look at that, no, it's not blue, bloody purple, isn't it? Purple! And not all roses are red! Think about it, okay, there are plenty of roses. There's red roses, there's yellow roses, there's white roses, get black roses in Turkey, and you've got all that genetic shit going on. You can have rainbow roses, you can have any colour you want. Not all roses! Hashtag not all roses! Hashtag black roses matter! Stupid! And so are you. Anyway, let's go away from poetry, you know, all that artistic wank, and let's get to sports. That's what most of us are here for. You know, sports, they're alright, do things, score points, that's alright. But the tone of Roses seems to me really, really weird, because what we're doing is we're resolving like an age-old conflict through fun and games and sports. Just ludicrous. Such a stupid idea. That doesn't work in real life. What the hell do you think they're doing in Syria? Playing polo? Some Bin Laden was hiding out in Pakistan because no one asked him to play cricket. In World War I, on the Christmas of 1914, the Germans and the British troops get out from their trenches, go into no man's land, and have just a friendly game of football to show that really they're not so different, and that war separates us, and really, we need to stop it. Yes, they did, but the very next day, they went back to shoot each other. Sport does not actually save lives. On the contrary, sport kills people. So there you go, Mr. Hetherington. Fuck off. But I mean, sports, really, if you think about it, it's a very minuscule part of Roses. I mean, it's often very hyped up, it's a big sporting event, but it's not really. It's just for our own self-validation, you know? Remember back to secondary school. Remember back to when, like, I don't know, we're all different ages, but let's say you're in year 8, and your mum buys you, like, a PS3, okay? Automatically, Xbox 360, there's a load of shit in it. Have you ever played Xbox? Probably not. Doesn't matter, you still know it's terrible. It is terrible, obviously, because you're on PlayStation, it's got to be better. Put yourself in my shoes now. I'm a student at Lancaster, therefore, York is worse. That's the only validation that we have. I mean, that's kind of the point. But yeah, you know, that's the only validation that we have, you know? It's really dumb. Because, I mean, you know why else York sucks? I'm going to give you another reason why York sucks. Yeah. There's another reason somewhere. Actually, there isn't. I lied. I can't actually think of anything else. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But if there really is only that one very arbitrary reason, maybe there's more that unites us and divides us. I mean, here at Lancaster we have ducks. And you've got geese, right? Yeah. They're pretty similar. Although it's not to say that like all semi-aquatic birds are ducks, or that they're all geese, because even though they're similar, they can still be, you know, different. It's like roses, because roses can be red, but they can also be fucking yellow! Fuck! Sorry, it's just an issue I'm very passionate about. But yeah, okay, so, think about it. If we're so similar, why all this hatred between us? Why do we hate each other? Because of some war that happened, what, 600 years ago? Which I'm sure we are all aware is based off of George R.R. Martin's very successful series, Song of Ice and Fire. Why do we hate each other? Why don't we just come together, you know, combine our hatred, project it out into a more useful fashion? Why do we hate other universities? Why do we hate Edinburgh, St Andrews, and Durham? Exactly, because I mean, think about it, okay, you know? They're like pretty high on the league tables, you know? They're pretty sure of themselves. They want to be just like Oxbridge. But they're not Oxbridge, are they? No. So you have to overcompensate for that. Edinburgh has the highest number of privately educated students at its university. So they just want the stops for themselves. That in Edinburgh is fucking expensive to live in. Then St Andrews has a museum dedicated to itself on its own campus. Who even is this Andrew guy? Why does he get so interested? He clearly didn't go to Oxford or Cambridge. Why is he relevant to world history? And then she got Durham, more like dumb. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I have that experience in Durham, you know. When I went there for an open day, my mum said I was smart enough to study there. Yeah. But also, I mean, you know, their buildings were naff, so clearly this place was better. Well, okay, they were naff, but you could still see them because they were covered in fucking scaffolding! That's what we need to do. York and Lancaster, we need to come together. Just hate other arbitrary groups of people. That's what anybody can do. You there, what's your name? Henry. You gotta hate something, what do you hate? Just one thing, you gotta pick one thing. Okay, we'll move on to the person to your right. What's your name? Chloe, what do you hate? Exams. See, I hate exams too. On 3, we're gonna say, I hate exams. 1, 2, 3. I hate exams. There we go. You see? We've bonded. We're closer together now. We've come closer because of our mutual hatred for something else. So this is clearly something that can work in any situation. Israel and Palestine, they've been in conflict for like 60 years. Just hate Sweden. What did the Swedes ever do to them? Probably nothing. Perfect target. Perfect target. Brilliant stuff. So clearly, using any situation, just brilliant. That's how we get world peace. We've done it, guys. We did it. We got world peace. Just hate all people for no reason. It's great. And then once we achieve world peace, you know, we can get to the real issues that affect people on a daily basis. Things that really matter to people. Like how roses can be different colors. Still roses. And how violet's not fucking blue! Fuck! So I need to go see my therapist again. It's a real big issue for me. I'm gonna go now. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Do I look like a pedo? No, do I look like a nonce? I believe in children, not in a sexual way, okay? Okay, look, if I don't look like a pedo, then why is it that when I was at the bus stop the other day, and those two old women were there, from fucking biblical times, did they suddenly start talking a little quieter, behind my back, looking at me, sniggering, talking again? Why is that, huh? Why? Why is it that when I'm on the number 2 bus, and it goes by that primary school, people start giving me funny looks? Why is it that when I'm in the middle of town, and I'm walking by like a young family, the parents will purposefully reposition their children to shield them from me? Why is that? Why? I don't look like a pedo. Do I look like a pedo? Do I look like a pedo? I don't think that I look like a pedo. This can't be. No. Right, let me tell you how sound works, okay? Your lungs need to produce enough air pressure in order to appropriately vibrate your vocal cords so that you can produce a sound wave from your mouth when you breathe out. And then that creates a series of vibrations which carry through the air on the atoms, and then those vibrations go into your ear. Then they go down your ear canal, then they go around the cochlea, then they go on the hearing nerve. The hearing nerve transmits that information to the brain, which then comprehends it and translates it to language, and then I hear the word pedo! And things like this have happened before in my life, you know? When I was a kid, I was 10 years old, it was summer. I was playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, the OG, not the shitty EA version, thank you very much. That's the appropriate response. But I'm there, I'm playing, you know. And my sisters come in and they sit on the other couch, that's fine. They're there for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I very clearly hear my older sister say, "Oh, you know what? I think Patrick might be gay." You can say what you want about me. You can spread rumours about me, you can gossip, you can talk behind my back, but maybe don't do it when I'm 5 feet away from you! It doesn't work that way! Although, to be fair, being gay, there's nothing wrong with being gay, so it's a bit different to being a pedo, because whereas you can still love anyone that you want, it's a bit different if they're still in primary school! It's not okay! That's the thing, if I'm not being called pedo, I'm being called gay. Because, you know, I do theatre, I do comedy, and I've never had a girlfriend. And, you know, but that's not because I'm gay, it's just because I am a nervous wreck. You know, I'm the kind of guy, you know, I think that referencing obscure scenes in old classic Hollywood films is an appropriate icebreaker. Hey, remember that time in Casablanca when Humphrey Bogart's character meets Ingrid Bergman's character in that bazaar in Casablanca where it's set? Hi, my name's Patrick. I did nearly ask a girl out once. Nearly being the operative word. I went into a school, and you know, my crush was there. By the way, no, I was 17! It was 6th form, I was supposed to be there! And you know what? She was 18. So actually, she was older than me. So get fucked! Anyway, you know, I've psyched myself up for this. I've prepped, I've really prepped, you know. I've already thought of what I'm going to say to her. Oh, hey, do you fancy going out sometime? Brilliant, perfect, simple, clear, precise. I think I spent 8 straight minutes brushing my teeth that morning. I think I put on deodorant for a full 2 minutes. I was coughing and choking, but in my mind it was worth it. And then obviously I get to school, I'm in one room, and she's in the adjacent room, all alone. I'm like, oh great, right, this is perfect. Alright Patrick, you piece of shit. Fucking do this, alright? This is what you're gonna do, right? This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go in there, you're gonna have to ask her out. Do you want to be a piece of shit for the rest of your life? No, I don't want to be a piece of shit for the rest of my life. Then fucking do it, alright? Yes, sir. Can we make me do it later? No, do it now! Right, let's go. So then I go into the room, and she's there. She's reading a book. I can read too. We have so much in common. But then at that exact second, well, I walk into the room, as if perfectly scripted in a screenplay of my life, one of her friends also walks in from the other entrance to the room. And then they start talking, I'm just kind of there in this self-inflicted, humiliated state, kind of like, oh, okay. And then they're talking for a few moments, and then my crush looks over to me, and she's like, oh, hey Patrick, what's up?
Okay. Did we have any history homework? You know what the worst part about that situation was? We did have history homework! So you know what? That's kind of who I am though. I'm just a nervous wreck. I'm just a sad, lonely, pathetic boy who barely talks to girls. And that would be okay, you know, if it was just that, it might be fine. I could manage that. But then life decided to screw me over even more with this. Don't know if you've noticed, not the most attractive guy ever. I'm not exactly Ryan Gosling. Is that still an appropriate reference? I'm not Ryan Gosling. You know what? When I was 15, I started going bald. Not great, is it? My mum was there like, oh, Patrick, you need to get a haircut. Don't worry anyway, it'll grow back. No, instead my hair migrated and is now on my face. And guys always come up to me and be like, oh man, I wish I could grow a beard like yours. You know, oh, your beard's great. No, it bloody isn't, right? It's damn annoying. It makes me look super old. You there? How old do you think I am?
23.
23? Alright, how old do you think I am?
21.
21? How old do you think I am? 20? Right, you're lying! You're clearly just doing this to protect my feelings. I am well aware that I look 45. But I'm not in fact 45. I'm actually 20 years old. I'm in the prime of my life here. And I look like this. And that's not even the worst part about the beard, right? It's just itchy. It doesn't go away, you know? It doesn't go away. I tried to make it go away. I shaved once. It came back in a week. I shaved again. It came back after 3 days. I shaved again. It came back after 2 days. I shaved again. Next day, it was there. I shaved for a final time. It didn't even go away. And then, please have my shoes as well, you know? Which ironically is a good segue into this next section. When I'm walking down the street and my shoelace feels a bit loose, I'm like, oh man, maybe my shoelace is getting undone. You know what? I should look down and check for visual confirmation. So I do, thusly. But then in that second, thousands upon thousands of tiny daggers pierce the skin of my neck. I am in agony, pain coursing through my veins. I am just scratching and itching, and I'm in a lot of pain, and it's in the middle of public, and everyone can see me. It's Common Garden Street, and I'm just trying to get a bus, and I'm there, and I'm all like this. And then everyone's looking at me and saying, oh, is it that pedo boy again? No, I didn't ask for anything, you know? I didn't ask for these fucked up teeth which have required years of ongoing orthodontic treatment to make look normal. I didn't ask for this huge Irish chin. I didn't ask to be this lanky. It's not my fault my metabolism is too good. Did I want to be a Bamzuki creation when I grew up? No, I didn't. But life chose that card for me. More specifically, my parents, with their perfect genetic combination, picked it just right for me. Oh yeah, because you know, my dad actually, he had an afro. Did I get an afro? Did I get that kind of hair? Nope. It's just unfair, it's not great. But don't get me wrong, I appreciate what my parents have done. They've fed me, they've clothed me, they introduced me to Northern Soul and D&D, two of the greatest influences in my life. But that doesn't mean our relationship hasn't been fraught with certain issues. Like I, for instance, you know, I resent them for this. And also for giving me serious confidence issues. But you know, they resent me for a few things as well, obviously. Most notably my existence. Oh no, sorry, no, you don't understand. See, I'm a twin, and that means that I wasn't planned. I was unwanted. They're there going to the sonogram, guys like, oh, and by the way, both heartbeats are just fine. What? Later in the car. We have to buy 2 prams. And it just got worse from there, you know, like the GCSEs, when I didn't get any A stars, and Mum said that wasn't good enough. I wanted to decide I wanted to study Japanese, and my mum said, you're not smart enough to do that. And then you know what's funny? She was right! Although I suppose the, fake tears! No, the biggest and longest lasting impact that my mum's imparted on me in my life will probably be the instance where she decided to put on the 1999 film, The Mummy, for all of us to watch as a family. The Mummy is rated 15. How old do you think I was when I saw that film?
Anyone? Shout out, come on, shout out.
45.
45. See, at least be honest. I appreciate honesty. Any other answers?
10.
10?
15.
15.
12.
12. 8. You're all wrong. I was 6. Let me just quickly give you a brief overview of the mummy. You know, there's a scene where someone with their eyes who's gouged out is just walking around not being able to see anything. There's instances of scarabs eating people's entire flesh off, going into their skull and their brain and eating them. And of course, there's one detail as well. It's a bit of a small detail. You might have missed it if you've seen the film. There's a fucking mummy walking around with gooey skin. It's not great. After half an hour, me and my 2 sisters fucking bolted it out of the room because we can't take it anymore. We want life to go back to the way it was before, when times were simpler and not fucking scary. Now again, generally, I've got this kind of idea that censorship is bad. Like, you know, people should be entitled to view any kind of information or things that they want. But I'll make the exception for the age certificates on films, because they're doing a good job preventing most children from experiencing the same traumas that I have. Because to this day, I am terrified, absolutely terrified, of hieroglyphs, sarcophagi, statues that look at me funny, and mummies. Both undead and maternal, of course. But yeah, that's just me, you know? Just a sad, pathetic, lonely boy who fucking sucks and, you know, is afraid of tiny pictures drawn on walls 3,000 years ago. But I suppose it could all be worse, couldn't it? I could look like a fucking pedo! Yo, boy! Yeah! Just like to stress again, I am not a pedo. But thank you very much for listening. Guys, how are we all doing? Sorry about the laptop, there have been some tactical issues, but things will improve, we will keep going, we endeavour to do better. We are Roses. Now, you have all just learnt my name, of course, because my name is Patrick Burton more specifically, but I want to know all of your names, because, you know, we're going to be spending some time together this evening. You know, this microphone is really low down, by the way, but we're going to spend some time together, and I would like to, you know, make it a bit more personal, you know, really nice. So we're going to all shout out our names at the count of 3. And if you don't have a name, because your parents didn't give you one, or because you've got amnesia, then you can just use my name. You've just learnt it. It's Patrick. Are we okay with that? On 3. 1, 2, 3! Yeah, there are a couple of Patricks there. Good to see the Irish representation in this house, you know? Aaron go rough, as they say. Now, what about something different? What about, how are we all feeling tonight? How about we all just have like a one-word thing? You can be happy, you can be sad, but as long as you just voice it out. And again, if you don't really know how you're feeling, you're just very confused, then there's my name again. It's Patrick. Alright, on 3. 1, 2, 3! Patrick! A few Patricks there. Sorry, what did you say there?
I said Patrick.
You said Patrick. Very good. Aaron Gobroff, Troika. That's not actually Irish. That's Russian. What about you, sir? What about you? What did you say?
I said Patrick as well.
Oh, excellent. Great. Oh, yeah. Ireland forever. What about you, sir? What did you say?
Interested.
Interested. Interested in what specifically, sir?
You?
Do you want to go on a date sometime?
We'll see how this goes.
Alright, that's fair enough. That's understandable. That's alright. No. But what about something different? What about something different? You know, we're getting to learn a lot about each other. What about something that you like? Because you know what I like? Emojis! Emojis. Aren't they great? Let me just hold that right up there so I can see it. Yes, emojis. They are quite amazing, they are quite good. What about everyone's favourite emoji? Can we all think of one and then can we all shout it out for the world to hear? Alright? On 3? We good on 3? We've all got one in our head? I've got one in my head. Yeah? 1, 2, 3! Patrick! And still a few more Patricks. That was great. But no, what about, sorry, what you then? What did you say?
I didn't actually say I haven't got a favourite emoji.
No, that's well, you know, equally loving all emojis. That's a perfectly valid option. What did you say there?
I said the sparkly love heart.
The sparkly love heart, not the regular normie love heart. Sparkly. That's pretty good. Now, I'm going to show you a few things here. If I can just get this microphone to work, which I can, because I am a great
person. Now, what if you were texting your friends though, you know, like I was the other day, and I was like, hey, do you want to hang out this weekend? And they sent you this, a winky face emoji. What does that mean? What does that mean? You know, does that mean, yeah baby, let's hang out this time? Or does it just mean, oh no, I can't hang out this week, but winky wink, we can do it next week? Or what does it mean? It could mean any number of things. There's no actual set definition of emojis. This is what annoys me. What annoys me even more though, is when they follow up with this face.
Still winky face.
I thought I had changed it, thank you. But this face, what is this face? Are they constipated? Is that why they don't want to hang out this weekend? Because they've got really bad, like, bowels or something? Or are they just like, are they in pain? What is going on there? But it's not as bad as this next one, which is definitely coming up this time. This one right here. What is this? What is this? What is this? Now they can see, what is this? Okay. What do you think this is? What does this really mean? When you look at this, what does it evoke within you? that feeling, that ineffable, indescribable feeling. Is that why they need an indescribable emoji?
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point. What about you, sir? What do you think this weird upside down smiley face means? See, to me it just looks like a normal face, but to you it's upside down.
Where everything's on fire and the dog says everything.
Oh yeah. It's that. So it's like, I'm okay, but not really. Alright, that's fairly understandable. Now, we're just going to do one little more thing for you guys because we need to get you all warmed up and hyped up for the rest of the evening. Now, I have here a little diagram, a little spectrum of various emojis. Right, we're going to start off with the throwing up one, then with the I'm really annoyed at this one, then the one with no mouth, then the one that's like pretty happy but not as happy as the sunglasses face. Oh yeah. Now, we're going to start things off with the throwing up face. I want you to give me a clap. You know, just a low clap, like the clap you would give if someone threw up in front of you and just like, yeah, great. That's alright, yeah, exactly. Now we're going to ramp things up a bit to be, I'm really concerned and annoyed by this face, yeah? Now can we go a little bit high? Can we go to the one with the no mouth but just the really cute eyes? The smiley face? And the sunglasses face! First act of the night. He's a good friend of mine. He's from the continent. You know him. You love him. His name's Tom Longmore. I pass that microphone. We're going to keep going.
It's working.
Hey! What up? So, hey sir. You think it's going good so far? Yeah. Think I'm doing alright? Yeah. So that day's stolen.
We'll see.
Well, okay. That's understandable. Alright. Yeah. He's really nice. Anyway, we're going to keep moving on now. I want to tell you a few more things about emojis, alright? Look at this creation of mine here. I believe you can all see this creation here. You can see it, yeah? You know? Beautiful. Do you think it's beautiful? Do you think it's beautiful? Do you think I'm beautiful?
You're better looking than that.
That's something. But I did this very quickly just to demonstrate how pointless a lot of emojis are. This means something because I whacked it all together to make a wacky face. But each individual one, the mouth, the nose, the eyes, I'm never actually going to use that in any conversation. Hey Patrick, how's your day been? Nose emoji. And that's similar to a lot of emojis. Like, look at this. Look at these two castles here. There are two, because one's European and one's Japanese. So I apologise to anyone who might be from Australia. Your kangaroo thoughts did not seem to make the cut on Twitter. But when am I actually going to use this? You know, if I go to Stirling Castle, I'm going to say, I went to Stirling Castle. I'm not going to say, I went to Castle emoji. It was Scottish flag, love and life, hashtag blessed. And then what's this? What is this? Genuine question, what is it? You there. What do you think this is?
I have absolutely no idea.
Me neither! What is this? So actually I'm lying, I do know what it is, but initially I did not. I was having the exact same reaction as you, and now I know that it means the Moon Festival. So I suppose you've got like, I thought that might have been ice cream, but I guess it's rice, and that there, I guess that's coal.
And then the circle's the moon, I guess, but like, similar kind of thing. If I'm going to a moon festival, I'm going to be like, hey, I'm going to a moon festival, I'm not just going to send this, and then like 3 exclamation marks, or more annoyingly, the exclamation mark emoji 3 separate times. This one got me for a while. You there, sir? Oh, it's not happened. I'll come to you yet. What do you think this is?
Guy with a book wearing a hat.
That's true. It is in fact a guy with a book, wearing a hat. But what does it mean, really? What inherent meaning does it have? Well, I can tell you, because I've researched it, and I can tell you it means passport control. Bloody passport control. I understand, air travel is getting more and more common, we're doing a lot more things with, like, getting on stuff, but I mean, I could have just said, I went through customs, and it was fine. Like, I was genuinely, I thought this might have been a library. I didn't understand, like,
I presume this is now a sash, but he looked like he was cut in half, and it frightened me a little bit. Was this something sinister? Was Twitter plotting some kind of
malevolent takeover? Who can say? But what I can say is that these 2 emojis really annoy me.
the one with the woman?
And the OK hand. Want to know something crazy about those 2? They mean exactly the same thing. That is a woman doing the OK gesture and the OK hand. Why do I need 2 separate things for literally the exact same thing? One of them's just a hand and one of them's a face. Look, it's like... Do I need my whole body to tell you that I'm okay? Or it's like... Sometimes is the hand like not okay sometimes? So it's like, oh, they need to know like my face is fine. Because I could be feeling fine, but like, have my face kicked in. That's not the worst one. That's not the worst one. The most egregious emoji I've been able to find is this one right here. Ooh, no, it's not. It is right here. That's a Chinese man and he's yellow. We're going to move swiftly on from that. We're going to get on to our next act. He's a good friend of mine. He's putting the fun back in funky. His name's Cameron. Hey sir, do you think this is cool?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah, you think this is cool? Bet he thinks I'm cool now. He's going to go in deep. But we'll get to that later, because right now we are going to go into our break. It's going to be about 15 minutes. You can go to a toilet, get a drink. You can do whatever you want. You can even try to figure out what the hell is going on with all these emojis. But we'll be back in 15 minutes. We're going to do some improv for you. Thank you very much. We'll see you after the break. And also, very briefly, we are going to need your help for the first improv game. We've got a bunch of paper and a couple of pens there, and a microphone.
We got a pen and a couple of pieces of paper, and we'd like you to write suggestions for things for our improv to say in the first game. If you'd like to come and make your way up, you can start doing that. Thank you very much.
Please welcome back your compare for this evening, Patrick Burton!
Hey guys, I'm back here. I'm repping Apple, the product of the future. Now, I'm just going to come back here because we're going to start some improv. So before we start improv properly, I thought I'd get you a bit more warmed up again. So, are we all okay to see this? Yes?
No.
No!
How about no? Well, how about I just describe it to you? Because that's what I'm all about, really trying to replace emojis with, actual vocabulary. So, in the middle here, we've got the emoji with no mouth. What does it mean? Who can say? A neutral expression. And it ramps all the way up to the sunglasses face. But it also ramps all the way down to the angry red face. Not the angry yellow face, that's like one above it. The angry red face, that's the worst one. Now, I want you to tell me where you would put the movie Shrek on this kind of system. On this kind of spectrum, rather. What about you, sir? Looking at this here, where would you put Shrek? Neutral. Why do you say that? Very contentious. Why did you put it there? Can't be bothered? Can't be bothered. Alright. Well, you there. You seemed quite put out by this. You didn't seem to appreciate this. Where would you put Shrek on this system? A bit smiley.
A bit smiley. It's like not like just starting to smile. Not moderately smiling or smiling with happy eyes, just like starting to smile. Like Shrek, but not enough to blush about it. No. Alright, fair enough. Let's move away from Shrek. Let's
let's move on to something else. Let's move on to Taylor Swift. What do you think of Taylor Swift? What about you, sir? You, sir. Where would you put Taylor Swift on this little measuring thing I've got here? For the benefit of the person who's trying to see what it is.
There's no snake emoji.
There is no emoji. You're gonna go for the smile with the happy eyes.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's like just 2 away from the sunglasses. That's pretty good. You must like Taylor Swift.
It's alright.
That's pretty good. Okay, who else could I go to ask about Taylor Swift? Who else could I possibly go to ask about Taylor Swift? You, sir! You, sir! Still thinking about that date, I hope. Where would you put Taylor Swift? Specifically this song. Oh, the angry but not quite red angry face. That's been low down. You don't like you too. But now we're going to ask you about your opinion on one more thing. Who wants to tell me their opinion about Fortnite? What about you, sir? All the way at the back here. Where would you put Fortnite on this system? But beyond the red angry face to the trash can emoji, which isn't even present on the screen. He does not like it. Do we have anyone who would put it neutral face or above in the house? We got 1, 2, 3 people. Can we get a cheer for Fortnite? Can we get a cheer instead then for Taylor Swift? We gotta get a cheer for Shrek!